All right, what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we've been reading these Georgia Book Award nominees now for quite a while, so I want to go back through and kind of, so you don't forget the ones that we read a long time ago, and just kind of remind you what the book was. Probably the very first one that I read y'all is Reckless. Okay? Was Reckless a true story?
Yes.
Reckless was a true story about a horse, the Korean War, and that's one of our nominees. Probably the second or third one that I read you was, see, y'all know, Shark Lady. True story?
Yes.
Did she ever get bit?
Yes.
Who can tell me? How did she get bit?
She had like a shark skull in the car. She slammed on brakes and she went through it and it shot her.
Yeah. Remember the teeth in her car and she slammed the brakes and it bit her arm. That's the only way she ever got bit. Another one that I read you all was called The Secret Subway. Took place in the 1870s. Was this a true story?
Yes.
Yes, it was a true story. Did he actually invent the subway?
No.
No, he had the original idea that led to the subway. Okay? Another one that I read you, this was kind of a neat one. It was called Ada Twist, Scientist, the little girl that didn't speak until she was 3. What was her first word?
You didn't read that to us.
We didn't read this one? Oh, no. Well, her first word was why. Gotta check that one. Why? We'll read that. We'll read that one. That was a good one. This one we just read. Kind of a silly book. Good Night, Owl. This one by Carmen Dede, The Rooster Who Would Not Be Quiet.
That one's in Spanish. That one was in Spanish.
Oh, there's a Spanish one.
I have a Spanish one and an
Yeah.
English one. Well, guess which one Miss Daly has to read?
English.
The English one. This one actually has English and Spanish, but it gets really confusing. So I actually had the English version, so that's why I read the English version. This is my dollhouse, the little girl that was creative and her friend was not. After the fall, Humpty Dumpty turns into a bird and gets away. This one we read a long time ago, Dad and the Dinosaur. He had that dinosaur and he kept it in his pocket and the dinosaur made him feel brave. Good job. This one we read a long time ago. It's called Strictly No Elephants. This was kind of about treating people the way you want to be treated, because they left out the pets and then they ended up having the pet place for all the pets, no matter what kind of pet you were. This one was called Not Quite Narwhal. The unicorn thought he was a narwhal, and then at the end he solved his problem by meeting in the water in the middle so he could be a narwhal and a unicorn at the same time. This one you may not have heard. This one is called The Airport Book, and it's a true, a nonfiction story about going to the airport and how you ride a taxi or a shuttle and getting on the plane. And this one I know I haven't read you. This one's called The Giant Squid. We don't have time to read this one, but this one is a nonfiction book as well. It doesn't have many words in it. It's called The Giant Squid. Most people, The Day You Begin, A Beetle is Shy. Didn't read that one, y'all. The Sound of Silence. Didn't read this one either. I Am a Story. The Book Itch. This is about a bookstore in Harlem. True story. And then this one is called Blue Sky and White Stars. And that is your 20 books that you have to choose from.